Two bombshells have just dropped in Steelers news, and the fan base is left uneasy. First, the disappearance of Calvin Austin III remains unexplained. No games, no timetable, just Mike Tomlin's cryptic day-to-day, while the offense misses a piece that can change games. And just when the mystery seemed enough, another tension rises. Cam Heyward, fresh off an all-pro year, demands to be paid what he's worth. And the front office's decision could shift the locker room's entire mood. If you're a true fan, subscribe so you don't miss a single twist. Let's get to the video. The Steelers are about to wrap up camp, but the Calvin Austin III mystery is still alive and well. The speedy wideout hasn't been spotted in game action lately, and head coach Mike Tomlin isn't exactly circling a date on the calendar for his return. When asked for an update, Tomlin went with the classic coach-speak safety net. Day to day. Oh, that's about as specific as saying, we'll get there when we get there. Austin's been shelved since early August with, well, we're not even sure what. The team hasn't disclosed the injury, and he skipped the preseason opener against Jacksonville. It's the same day-to-day story we heard at the start of the month, only now we're deeper into camp and still waiting for that next step forward. This isn't about contracts either. Austin's heading into the final year of his rookie deal and will be a free agent in March, but there's no holdout drama here. In fact, Pittsburgh clearly has plans for him. The first depth chart of camp had him starting alongside DK Metcalf, and receivers coach Zach Azzanni has been hyping him up as the clear number 2 option. Azzanni's even loving the fact that nobody outside Pittsburgh is talking about their WR room, saying it plays right into their hands. And when Austin's healthy, he's a different kind of weapon. Last year, he put up 548 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns on just 36 catches, plus almost 300 yards and another score in the return game. His speed and route style brings something DK doesn't, meaning the offense can mix and match them depending on the play call. But here's the problem. Roman Wilson and Scotty Miller have had their moments in camp. But if Austin's not ready when the real games start, the Steelers are losing a huge chunk of their offensive spark. For now, it's a waiting game, and Tomlin's giving us no hint on whether it's a short wait or one of those day-to-day things that somehow lasts a month. But if the Austin case is already surrounded by mystery, what's just come out about Heyward could ignite the Steelers' hauls even more. The Steelers have already had a wild offseason. DK Metcalf in, George Pickens out, the Aaron Rodgers waiting game finally ending in a Pittsburgh jersey, and a shiny new deal for TJ Watt. And now, the focus has shifted to a different kind of star power. Cam Heyward, who's basically telling the front office, hey, I've still got it, now pay me like it. Here's the setup. Heyward just signed an extension last year, but after an All-Pro 2024 season, he's looking for a restructured deal that bumps his 2025 paycheck. He's not the only one eyeing a raise either. Kicker Chris Boswell wants a new contract, and GM Omar Khan's got about $35 million in cap space to figure it out. So yeah, the cash is there. But there's a catch. NFL teams can roll over unused cap space to the next season. And right now, Pittsburgh's only projected to have about $32 million in 2026. If they hand Heyward an extra $6 or $7 million this year, which would put him among the league's top-paid defensive tackles, that's less money to roll over, meaning less flexibility next offseason. And with his base salary currently sitting at just $1.3 million, despite a $1965 million cap hit, Heyward can argue he's underpaid, but the team can also point to that big number and say, we're already taking care of you. Still, there's a pretty solid case for just making it happen. Boswell's extension could be structured to lower his 2026 cap hit, essentially softening the blow of Heyward's raise. Plus, the NFL's salary cap has been climbing like it's on a rocket, up almost $100 million in the last 4 years, with a $24 million jump just from 2024 to 2025. If that trend continues, 2026's increase could easily cover the extra cost. So yeah, technically paying Heyward more this season could ding next year's spending money, but between smart contract tweaks and another big cap jump, Pittsburgh can afford it. The real question is whether they want to reward one of their locker room leaders now, or play hardball and risk souring things with one of the faces of the franchise. The clock is ticking. Without Austin, the offense loses its spark. With Heyward unhappy, the locker room could boil over. Time for the front office to show brains and backbone. Subscribe to follow every chapter of this Pittsburgh saga.